Hello YouTube, I'm Dragon Was, that's Rugrack up in the top corner, and we're back into it. I've got to go and rescue my Lodestar, and Rugger's up the top there looking for more upgrades. Make sure you highlight that factory just direct to the west of where you are right now, basically from where you're going.
That's it, where I'm heading.
Yep. Don't think there's anything up that water. Could potentially be... No, that's the next map for the. It's the ray suspension for the Lodestar.
I definitely want that.
It's not on this map. It's the next map.
Okay. Well, that's sad.
Oh, there. Okay, and I've got to get down to here. Okay. Have you uncovered the BM17 while over here?
Yeah, it's there. I haven't got the quest for it yet, so I was just. Is there a quest for it?
Oh, there it is. No, I think that one's just a recovery.
I'm not a huge fan of it, but we'll grab it anyway. It's okay on this map, but
yeah.
When things get rougher, it's lack of.
It's lack of all-wheel drive. Yep. Is it all-wheel drive or lock diff? It doesn't have.
It doesn't have lock diff.
Yep. Can't remember if this is mud tyres or off-road tyres on this truck. I'm about to find out.
Okay. Another terrible quest for the Tartarine. Another contest.
Oh, it's so nice to be able to put all-wheel drive on this thing and still keep moving with a tanker full of juice. I mean, like, yeah, but at least it's still moving under its own power. Alright, hurry up and brake.
You're trying to convince a tree to brake, are you?
Yep. But it wouldn't brake because I wasn't. I was caught on the top end of it.
Oh, we're back to Winchcraft.
That's the real reason he doesn't want to play Roadcraft.
Oh, there's the upgrade. There's definitely an upgrade through here. I've just got to get through there.
Oh, that might be the race suspension for the Lodestar. Bit too deep in mud and stops the GMC in its tracks.
Alright, engageable diff lock. So who's this for? The Hummer.
Okay, yeah.
That's an important one. It was worth covering all the way out here.
Yeah, basically the race suspension for the Lodestar that you're driving is a crossroad of ice, pretty much. Like it's where two rivers meet.
Let us never speak of this swamp again. And its rocky outcrops.
The cat that we unlock on this map is a pretty decent rock crawler too.
It's pretty insane.
Usually ends up replacing my GMC for moving fuel around the map. And being a heavy, it's got a pretty, it's got the P12 sized winch on it.
Only problem is that it consumes so much fuel in the process. Medium pipes, bricks, and a fuel trailer that we can't touch.
Frustrated you?
No, I just wanted to be I just wanted to be chaos.
Yeah.
So, but it's not letting me pull it over onto its side.
No.
So,
By the way,
that's a stump.
I'm in the GMC in second gear with high revs right now and using the same amount of fuel as the Tiger was in high gear.
Yeah.
What am I stuck on?
Have you got the 5-slot trailer or just the bed?
Just the fuel tanker.
Oh, okay. Fuel tanker's pretty heavy.
It's a loaded fuel tanker. Basically, the point of me bringing that up is that Tiger's not necessarily any more expensive than any of the other trucks.
Normally the White Western Star does better for fuel economy.
Oh, of course it does.
As long as the conditions aren't too onerous.
But that can be said about nearly all of the trucks. Yeah, even the Transstar. There wasn't any mud or rocks or sand or air in general. It'd do alright too.
You gotta watch out for that thick air. That super air.
Yep.
Right, trailer time. I like to use winch. I don't think that's a scout trailer.
If I'm travelling this slow, I might as well do it in low gear. Jeez.
Yeah,
I'm dragging.
Bills.
Yeah, but for the most part, no. But I'm not. I'm having to feather the accelerator because I'm also dragging the International Scout, and it's bellying in some of the mud, so which is slowing me down a lot.
I'm 65 very painful meters away from this trailer.
Yeah. What's worse is when you pick up the trailer and you're 50 meters from where you need to drop it off, and it takes 10 minutes to do it.
Hopefully I've got enough fuel to grab this trailer, put it where it needs to go, and then get to the fuel station on the other side of the map here.
If it's is it the one that's at the top of that hill that I pointed you to? Yeah, where you drop it off is not too far off from a petrol station there.
Fuel station's here.
Yeah.
About 900 meters away.
Yep.
About 600 meters from where I need to take this trailer to, but this trailer can go through there. Probably can't attach this. Nope.
Look at the mud that form around the Scout.
Just creating a mud wall, are you?
I created a plough. That's what it is. The wheels are still turning on the Scout, but front wheels are barely doing that. DMC struggling a little bit dragging this thing through. But we're through the mud now, so the worst of it. Wasn't paying attention and nearly drove the GMC over a rock onto its side. Okay, so what do I need to discover down here? There's nothing at the end of that pier at the port, is there? I don't think I've ever looked.
Let's see. No. Alright, movements in motion. Which is a very stupid thing to say. Trucks are in motion, I should say.
Yeah.
Well, that's a tight turn, but yeah, I should be right.
I don't have chain tyres on the GMC yet. It started drifting around the corner.
Help. Down the hill we go. Alright, I'm about to get some money.
Roger. Time to race to the service station. It should be alright. Hey look, I found some fresh rugged tracks.
Did my best to flood my engine there. Straight into the river at full speed.
That'll do it.
Thankfully it just missed. Just missed the intake.
Yep.
There's a quest here. We need to get to Gloucester.
Yeah, we can't go into the next map until we fix the tunnel.
Yeah. Actually, I don't think this exit here is blocked. It's the one up here that's blocked, and you got to do it from the other side.
Yep. You're talking about the exit up near the petrol station there, up the north?
Yeah, there's 2 exits up here.
Yep. Did you get the upgrade that was over here?
All the ones that I've seen I've grabbed.
Remember there being something down here to go and get.
This is not good. There we go, got myself going again. I think there's still an upgrade that we haven't got from here. Up in the hills. Okay, you just discover it. But you get to keep it because it's trashed.
Yeah, like I said, it's just a recovery, it's not a mission reward.
Quest truck, yeah. Yeah.
Oops. Let's try that again.
One's really bad here.
Oops. That way.
There we go. Finally. Finally, it's a little bit less money. Yes, there were regrets.
Yeah.
Actually, I think there's an upgrade around here as well.
As recoveries go, this one sucks because the suspension for the BM17 is dead.
Should have fixed some repair points before you fix it.
I mean, I could have.
Ah. Do you need me to come out there?
No.
Raise, what truck is this one for? Oh, for the freight liner.
The suspension's so dead, the dangerous water level warning came up.
Almost flipped the Lodestar.
Can't say I've ever flipped the Lodestar. I've buried it in mud plenty of times.
Yeah, I was always a bit surprised. If it's not buried in mud, you're not really trying though, so that's...
Yeah.
Ow. Come on. Get moving.
Oh. That's not so bad. I've gone this way out of habit, mostly because I'm doing what I'm doing now and getting this BM17 out of here without repairing that bridge.
Yep.
So you go up this way via the servo.
Are they? The difficult way.
Only because of how much mud there is. Yes. That's more like it. Now if you go via the bridge you can safely enough drive around the bridge, but the Royal has some trouble getting through there because of the power pole.
Alright, I'm about to unlock a tower. You
Yep.
safe?
Yep. Towers don't have cutscenes, mate, unless you activate. Unless you press a button.
I press the button.
Still got an upgrade location. 2.
Ah yes, it's over there. I shall endeavour to get to that location. I'll leave the other one for a little bit later. I've got nightmares because I brought the twin steer through here.
Yeah. Didn't you say the twin steer did alright here?
Yeah, but that's... You still have nightmares even if it does alright.
Is that the...
It does alright by twin steer standards.
Yep. Is that the where the road disappears into the snow going up the hill? Near the servo?
Now sort of just through all those rocks there. It's getting tricky because it's a solid length of truck.
Yep.
Trailer. Something else's full trailer. Fine, be like that.
I've made it into second gear. Ooh, that's 2 big rocks, 3 big rocks. Wasn't paying attention, never saw them.
Alright, so this one is for the twin steer, the big motor.
Nice, yeah, yep.
I might get a truck out now and start clearing up some roads and get my GMC out.
If I make it to the servo in a timely fashion, I think that'll be the end of the video for this one.
I've got about 8 miles of pipeline to negotiate until I get to somewhere resembling something like a road.
It is such a pleasure to drive this GMC now that with the all-wheel drive, even through the thickest of mud.
Very useful truck.
Yep.
So what tyres have you got on it at the moment?
I'm pretty sure they're mud tyres. I'm not too far from the servo, mate.
Flags are nice. I might grab that first. I'm actually not that far from the servo myself.
Cody.
Although this game's going to make it as difficult as possible for me to reach the road, so I can get to the servo.
You got to get through a snowbank, don't you?
Yes. Here we go.
Alright, so yeah, pick up that bags on ice, and then if you could start making your way towards the garage. But in the meantime, park on up. Well guys, we're going to cut this one just a little bit earlier, so we're coming up on 40 minutes. All I'm doing is dragging the BMC back to the garage anyway, so we can pick that up in the next episode. And yeah, so as I was saying just a moment ago, real pleasure to drive this with all-wheel drive. I did a lot of exploring when I first got the GMC upgraded. I did a lot of Alaskan exploring earlier in the game. I love this truck. It is frustrating as hell when you first start to use it, and for a lot of people it just ends up rusting away in their garages. But you get the upgrades for this thing, and it is a very powerful truck. So I'm glad we've finally got it there. The only thing, I mean, it needs to change tyres for the ice in this region, but I've taken this practically everywhere in this map, just carting fuel around for me other trucks. But yeah, it goes everywhere. But as you've seen in this episode, I've dragged this BM17 quite far too, through mud, so it does alright. Anyway, I'm Dragon Voz, that's Rugger Rack. This has been Snowrunner, and you'll see us in the next video.